San Diego Unveiled is a talk show solely for women.
It represents women from all over San Diego.
They come to our show to express their love and passion for what they do.
It's just a lot of inspiration, and
our voices are often sheltered and shunned, but San Diego Unveiled puts volume behind us and lets us be heard and seen in ways that has never been done in San Diego. Welcome back to San Diego Unveiled. I'm your host, Anissa Ocansey. Today's guest is the Director of Public Relations for The Goods magazine. She uses her relationship with the divine as a source of inspiration in her day-to-day lifestyle. Please welcome to the show, Racquel Yaborough. Welcome. So happy to have you on today. You look beautiful, darling.
Thank you so much.
So tell us a little bit about The Goods magazine.
Okay, The Goods magazine stands for Grooming Outstanding Originality and Defining Style. So basically anyone that is paving their own way in their own manner with their own circumstances to be creative, whether it's modeling, acting, you're an entrepreneur, an artist, or a musician, we want to highlight you here in San Diego and give you a platform to be seen and noticed.
That sounds amazing. And it sounds like you have a lot of eclectic content that goes into the magazine. So what kind of pieces do you normally have, like opinion pieces, or is it a combination of profiles and things like that?
Oh yeah, we definitely have a huge combination. We like to cover a lot of different angles to ensure that all of our readers are satisfied with the content. So we like to do different events. Like we've covered Gay Pride before. I was actually out there doing interviews about fashion and style and asking different people what their lives are like in the lifestyle. We've covered things like the Kumbah Fest, which is a long-standing African-American celebration during Black History Month at the Lyceum Theater.
I have to mark that on my calendar for next year because I missed it this year because I didn't know about it. So,
yeah, it's awesome. It's been going on for like 25 years here in San Diego.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we also cover local artists and musicians. A lot of different events at the Music Box when they bring in local artists or even artists from around the world, we'll cover that event. And people are able to submit to us too. So we are an online publication, so you can submit to us from anywhere, New York, Europe. We have people from all over the world.
So it's international.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing too, because you get an international, a global perspective of people and what they're doing and their aspirations. Exactly. And I understand that you have a background in journalism as well.
Yes, I do. That's how I started out with The Goods. I wrote an article about an event. It was a Halloween fashion show, and it was downtown San Diego. So wrote an article for that event. They really liked it, so then they brought me onto the team. But then they seen different talents in me. I do model as well here in San Diego, so for a while I became the model coordinator. So I would scout different models and help coordinate the photo shoots and give the models an opportunity to learn how to pose and how to walk properly.
Yeah, and speaking of fashion, I love your style. You're giving me these Erykah Badu vibes. What inspires your personal taste and your style?
Oh, you know what? Feelings. I definitely go off of my feelings. Like, I have to be in the mood to wear what I wear. If not, like, you know, it wouldn't work out. Like, it's good to actually pick out your outfit the night before, but then sometimes in the morning I wake up,
it's not the same
I'm not
outfit
feeling that vibe.
Last night. Yeah.
Exactly. So I definitely like to present myself with a mood of how I'm feeling inside. I love bright colors. I like things that are eye-catching and that just promote good energy and feelings.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
You're also involved here in San Diego with Black Girls Rock. And tell us a little bit about your involvement in that.
Oh, yes. Black Girls Rock is an amazing event that Snap the Pro just came about with, and also The Goods magazine is collaborating with, as well as multiple people around San Diego. It's something I just got involved with. We had a photo shoot last week at Coronado. It was mothers and their daughters, fathers and their sons, and different family people, and also single women, but just all the African Americans that rock and that are entrepreneurs, that are movers and shakers here in San Diego. We just wanted to give them a platform to be highlighted. And we're having an event August 19th through the 21st at the Music Box in Little Italy. It will be a star-studded event with fashion, open forums, a little tea party for young girls.
Oh, that sounds amazing. We
Yeah.
need stuff like that here in San
We do.
Diego with the scarcity that we have and to give us some more visibility for that.
Exactly.
And I know that San Diego Unveiled, we're thinking of getting a media box there to kind of like branch out and network with some wonderful, beautiful people there. What have you been involved with Black Girls Rock before? What can people expect when they go there?
Okay, well, I still am involved with Black Girls Run, which is a running group here in San Diego. We do meet and greets, and we go out and we run and we hit the track.
Is that more like the fitness?
Yeah, that's the fitness
aspect?
side. Yeah, so Black Girls Rock is a new concept. And it's not something new in general because there is a Black Girls Rock that has been going on for a few years that they have a huge event. Yeah, on BET. So we're doing our own San Diego version.
Yeah.
So this will be the first year. I'm actually one of the coordinators for the fashion show that weekend. So we're going to have a couple of good designers, local African-American designers. We're going to use African-American models and allow them to showcase their talents. But when you come to this event, you'll be able to network with like-minded individuals, with business people. Maybe you want to get your foot in the door in different avenues. There will be an opportunity for that because you'll meet people that are on a good level, that are educated, that are smart, that are doing experience and doing smart things in the world, and not so much of the negativity that we see promoted so often. We want to promote and highlight the beauty in who we are because too often it is being
our culture
overshadowed.
is misrepresented often.
Exactly. Like, yeah, they have the ratchets, but there's way more queens than there are ratchets.
And is there a theme for the fashion show, or what can we expect to happen with the fashion show?
We haven't come up with a particular theme yet. We're still working on it. However, we do have a lovely designer that's already on board. Her name is Tatiana Daniels. She has Brook Journey, which is her clothing line, and she's been doing phenomenal things. I know her personally. Her and her business partner, Kiana Monet, are really big in the fashion industry right now. They're doing fashion shows in Atlanta and LA and here in San Diego. So she'll definitely be on board for the fashion show.
That is very, very exciting. I want to switch gears a little bit and ask you a question about you. What would you say your defining moment it was when you decided to pursue all of these aspirations that you have?
That's a really good question. It's a very interesting defining moment. I have always actually been working with children. Like I was a preschool teacher, and then I was an ELD teacher at a second language, with children of second language learners at a charter school in the barrio. For 5 years I did that. And I really loved that job. However, it was fulfilling, but it wasn't encompassing all of my talents. Like I was
stifled, like it wasn't allowing you to flow freely the way that you wanted to.
Yeah, like, I would come to school to work and I'd be dressed fly and the kids always loved me because I was the coolest teacher there.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can believe that.
Yeah, so that was cool. But actually, to make a long story short, there was a psychic that approached me in a grocery store once. I was at this Asian grocery store in Mira Mesa, and she just came up to me and gave me her business card and was like, "You need to call me." I'm like, "What?"
Excuse me?
Yeah, I was like, "Okay." So then I kind of tucked it in my purse, and then my friends were like, "What was that all about?" And I was like, "I don't know. Some psychic lady said I need to call her." And so normally I wear an afro. So they were like, "Oh, she just targeted you because you have an afro and the way you dress, you look like you're..." So they just thought she was targeting me. So about 2 or 3 weeks went by, and I was going through my purse and I found the card. So I was like, something told me to call her. And I was like, if she remembers me, then maybe there's something to this. So I called her up, and she's like, "Oh, I've been waiting for you to call me, Racquel." And I was like, "What?" Like, kind of tripped me out. Yeah, she knew it was me, and 3 weeks had passed.
That's amazing.
And she gave me a little mini spiel about what she does and how she was like this celebrity psychic and blah, blah, blah. So she was like, "I'm in LA, you should come see me." So I took a chance. I drove out to LA to see her, and we had a brief meeting. And she basically told me a lot of things that were already stirring inside of me.
That you already knew, but she just pulled it up in front of you.
Yeah, like she wasn't so specific, like, "Oh, you're going to meet a tall, dark, handsome man." It was more like, you're doing great things in your life. She's like, "But you need to do more. You need to reach more people. You're not feeling so satisfied with what you're doing. You need to branch out." And that was my defining moment because everything she said was so true. I was like, this woman is right. So after that, I shifted gears. I got back into school. I'm working on my Bachelor's of Science in Communications with an emphasis in marketing and sales.
Wonderful. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so that's why I'm so happy to be with the magazine and to be growing with them because they're allowing me the platform to exercise what I'm learning in school and to get that real life experience at the same time. So I'm very blessed in that manner.
That is amazing. That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
Do you regularly speak to her still to this day?
Actually, I don't. That was the only time I saw her. Yeah, that was all I needed. Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, I didn't feel like I needed to get into this deep relationship with her. I also feel like, you know, you meet people for a reason and you gain the knowledge from that particular situation that you need, and then you move on.
Absolutely.
I think it would have been too much to, like, drag it out and to use her as, like, some catalyst between me and God or what I need to know. I feel like she was a messenger that sent me a message, and I took that message and now I'm moving forward with it.
And what would you say your advice would be to younger people who are trying to break out into multimedia industries? What would your little piece of advice be to them?
Oh, the first thing is to have faith. If you believe that you can do that and that's what you want to do, don't say, oh, one day I'm gonna do this, I'm going to do that. Be like, no, this is what I am. I am a journalist right now, and put that in your mind. And any little thing you write, that's journalism.
Yes, that is.
You know what I mean? Or if you're just getting on Facebook Live and you're doing videos walking around with your friends, well, guess what?
That's
You're an on-air
documentation,
personality.
yeah.
Exactly. So just get out there and do it and believe in yourself, and never think that it's impossible, because it certainly is not. Nothing is impossible. If you can think it up, you can definitely make it happen.
Well, you're definitely an inspiration to me as a fellow journalist. I'm so happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. Whether you're using your wits to produce a magazine or tapping into the spiritually divine, always remember your light will shine in the darkness. You just have to open your eyes to create your path. Until next time, San Diego, stay safe and stay classy.